podcast listeners, Joe C here. Are you digging all the music talk and want to see what my band, The Fallen Electric, has in store? Check us out at thefallenelectric.com for all news, show dates, and contact information. Also, be sure to listen to our album, Never Seen the World, available on all digital music stores and streaming apps. It's time to get electrified.
Let's just go and waste some time. What was recreated and what was
From a dumpy little office in West Covina, California, it's the Foohouse Show! Hey, what is up, everybody? I am Joe C.
And I'm Josh.
And thank you all very much for listening into the Foohouse Show. Thank you for downloading the pod on most major podcast apps, subscribing, and telling a friend like a champ. You can always reach us at Food Bar Show. That's FTheBelowBarShow.com. And F The Below Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out, drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of Foos. Ain't that right, Foos?
Of course.
On tap today, we have the Foo and Steph. Say hi, everybody.
Hey.
What's cracking? Foo, you
Hi,
were not scheduled.
everybody.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Foo, you were not scheduled to be on the show today. What caused you to come
Well, you know,
on?
I'm in town. I'm in low orbit, Foo.
You're in low orbit.
Very low.
Sweet, man. And Steph, thank you for joining us today.
What's up, my dudes?
What's cracking? I wanted to complain about something real quick, and I think you guys might agree.
It's not going to be real quick then.
All right. One thing that has really been chapping my ass. Do you know when...
Your assless chaps.
My assless chaps. Besides my assless chaps.
You know what really grinds my gears?
All right. So you know what really irritates me these days is like, you know, you go to the drive-thru, right? You go to the drive-thru, you order what you're going to order, and then... you expect for them to give you the total, you know, is everything okay on the screen, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to drive over to the window. These days, I've been getting a lot of, do you want ketchup or hot sauce or any kind of condiments over at the talk box? And I'm like, why the fuck does it matter right now? Just take my order
so
and
they
let's
can
get
throw
this
it in
going.
the bag. Fool.
But you know what, dude? That doesn't happen. That motherfucker who I talked
They
to
still-
just a second ago,
they still
it's
ask
not
at
the
the
guy
window.
taking my money at the window. Thus, how's that guy supposed to know to have my ketchup and or barbecue sauce ready to go?
Well, is it on the
does
screen?
He does it.
Is it on the screen?
It's not on the screen. And
Okay, but what were you purchasing first off? What was the dinner item?
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, it is relevant.
Okay.
If it is let's say chicken nuggets or
No,
tenders?
it's not, and it's
Okay.
not. And
Then
yeah, it was just a burger, fries, and a drink.
they had no business.
They have no business asking me that. And, you know, 9 times out of 10, and I have a goddamn right to be skeptical about these
It must be
motherfuckers.
Jack's.
Well, I only go to Jack and Box. You know this.
Yes.
But I don't know who's training them to do this because I've gone to multiple ones. You know, I like to explore Jack in the Boxes as I travel throughout the world.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, don't go to that one.
You
don't wanna
QA,
go to-
you QA every or you QC
Right. I
every.
should work
Jack
for him,
Box.
really.
Oh my God, no! Please come full circle. Huh?
And yeah, I know. My first job in high school. I love it. I fucking love it.
You retire
They-
there.
They know what they're doing.
So you're
buy
saying
myself a
next
franchise.
time I get like a burger and fries and they ask for hot sauce or ketchup, I should
Take
say
your business elsewhere.
I should say hot
That's it.
sauce. I should say hot sauce.
No,
Steph,
well,
sell your
Why are they
house.
asking?
Buy Jack in the Box franchise. Sell your house.
and live out the Jack in the Box.
Live at the
Jack.
No,
live
you
on
guys
the
are-
top.
You guys are going off into some stupid tangent now.
Don't do it.
The
wait,
point
what's
is,
important?
and
What's
has that
important?
happened to you? And my question was going to be, has
Going
that
off on
happened
a
to
tangent?
you? And shut up. Has it happened to you where they ask you for that at the talk box? You get to
Only-
the window and they don't come through.
Only at Jack's.
It happened. It
Actually,
happens to
at
me
Taco Bell.
Jack's, Taco Bell,
And Wendy's.
and
and
Wendy's.
what was your
and
reaction?
Wendy's.
Did you hold them accountable?
No, I just gave him whatever the hell I wanted.
I always say no thanks, and then I'm there. I'm like, by the way, can I get some ketchup?
Yeah, and that's funny you say that because that's going to be my new approach moving
Of
forward.
course.
I mean, I can't deal with these fucking clowns who are trying to be proactive
Actually,
and they don't come
no,
through.
no,
Actually, let's do a little-
they're setting themselves up for failure.
You should do a controlled experiment next time.
Oh, yeah?
When you go to different Jack in the Boxes,
Okay.
you should do what you just said, and then see if the guy at the window offers you any.
Well, you know what,
When
dude?
you say no thanks,
And
that way you can really be pissed off.
I'm gonna give you the scoop. This is why I don't go to McDonald's anymore.
Oh,
It's
that's
because
why?
they don't offer it. I mean, they should offer it. I mean, if they got a good system going on, they should offer it, but they don't. I never get offered ketchup when they give me the bag. Have you ever noticed that?
Huh?
I don't go to McDonald's.
Like, you have to ask for it.
You think
have to
they're
ask for ketchup.
They're saving billions of dollars on ketchup.
Look-
Well,
packets?
you saw the movie Founder? You saw how cheap freaking the goddamn owner was.
That was a good movie, by the way.
That was a really good movie.
When they start asking you at the talk box, I think it's a way for them to try to speed up the process instead
It's
of asking
making it
you.
slower though, and it's making me look like a dick.
Why?
You are a
Because
dick.
you can't decide if you
Hang
want
on,
ketchup or barbecue sauce.
You guys were in the car with me once when they asked me after like a laundry list, because all you fucks were in the car with me, so we ordered a large order, and they're just like, "Would you like ketchup, hot sauce, and barbecue? Anything that would be applicable to the order that we got?"
Oh,
And then I'm just like, "Yeah, give me all that. We'll see what happens." Sure enough, it was not in the bag. I had to ask for it again. Nay, the guy who took my money, which is not the person who fucking took my order at the talk box.
How do you know?
How do you know, man?
Because it was a lady and then it was a dude. So,
How do you know?
you know what, dude? You're right. It's 2018.
It's 2018,
I shouldn't
man.
judge.
How else
Any-
is your day, Foo?
So did you get your ketchup or what?
I know,
what's
man.
the-
Yeah,
Come
after
on,
I asked for it.
So you still had to ask for it?
dude.
Yes.
I have the
Yes.
best.
That's my point.
Dude, you should next time go and be like, I want all the condiments, and see what happens at the window.
Well,
I want
I
them
mean,
all.
if I'm at Jack in the Box, they'll give them to me. Trust me, I know.
No, they'll give you like 10 hot sauce packets and then like 3 ketchup.
No, because it happens in every fast food restaurant because it's the way of the fast food restaurateurs. Where if you get what you get, and if you ask for more, you get 2 handfuls worth in a separate bag. Like, here, motherfucker, shut the fuck up and get out of my drive-thru.
Don't ask for any next time.
Yeah, yeah, that should hold you for the next 10 visits, bitch. Like,
You know what would be funny is if that guy remembered you from the last time
And he's
and
like,
asked you, "Do you still have all that sauce I gave you last time? Because I'm not
None
going to
for
give you
you."
anymore."
or when you get to the
bottle of
window,
it.
like, no, you don't get any hot sauce, bro. I gave you like 80
It's
packets.
gonna turn into a sauce Nazi.
I mean, whose fault was that, though? Whose fault was that?
I'm
Just
with you,
ask
man.
for
You're
it.
saying, man.
No sauce for you.
Nah, I think he needs to take a long look in the mirror, is what I'm saying. Reevaluate who the fuck he is and all that shit.
Take a look in the mirror.
It's not,
Indeed.
that's not the lyrics.
I don't care.
Okay.
Good.
Well, the reason Steph's here is because I understand, Steph, you have a health and such for us today.
Yep.
Health.
Health and such with Steph.
What's up, my dudes? All right, so I don't know how these people, and I'm talking about
What do you mean by these people?
What do you mean by these people?
I don't know.
stupid people who are using synthetic cannabis.
What?
Where are they even getting it?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even know where to get synthetic
What?
cannabis.
Synthetic cannabis.
Isn't that prescribed to you?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
It's like they're also
no.
It's like they're also calling it like Spice or K2, you know, whatever name you want to fall under.
Yeah, a spice. Spice. Have you ever had spice?
No, I've not. Unless it's old.
Shut up, dude.
I like that.
Oh, I just got that.
By men and
Actually, the best type of fake weed is I don't know. Okay, when I say best, I mean like crazy might screw with you. Salvia. You guys had salvia before?
I've heard.
No,
Yeah,
I've never
I've not
had
had
some.
it, but I've heard what it does. to
Imagine
me.
having shrooms, but before you ate the shrooms, and there has to be like 5 scenarios. Number
my God.
1, you eat shrooms and they hit you immediately. Number 2, before you ate the shrooms, you had 5 Monster energy drinks.
right.
And number 3,
Okay.
everything feels fucking weird.
Well, I can only imagine.
Yeah,
I think it's because you're dying.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
I
you
remember.
just
I remember I took it.
described death.
I took it once in the old college years, and I felt like I was looking at myself from the third person. It was fucking weird.
How'd you look like in that toga?
It was weird because I pictured my jaw dropping, and then like it was like one of those stupid videos.
Ooga!
Dude, it was so
Tongues rolling out like you see some ba-ba boom shit.
it was so creepy, dude. It's so weird.
It's just watching the mask.
Yeah,
But also,
shit.
yeah, dude, it's like you can't function, and it's rapid, and then it goes away after 15 minutes, and then you just get a nasty headache.
Oh yeah, that's a bad time.
That's terrible.
But imagine like going on a crazy immediate shroom trip
Does it-
while you're already amped.
Does it feel like it'll
thank
never
you.
end? Is it like a sudden halt kind of thing?
Yeah,
Okay, so just like you're in it and then you're not.
yeah,
Man, that's a mind fuck.
dude, it's
that's
not.
terrible.
I've tried it only twice. I never wanted to try it. Well, because the first time I tried it, I had like 50. It was a 15 milligram, and then the second time it was a 60.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
well, now you're just asking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's like with that 500 milligram.
And spice is like it's like an alternative to weed, but it's bad for you. Like it's like literally it's bad for you to breathe it in.
Yeah, it will actually kill you.
Yeah.
Which is
The Nazis used it in World War
I
I.
have no
Wait,
idea
they
where
weren't
the
in World War One.
no, they weren't.
No.
The Germans.
they used
The Kaiser? Do I have this right?
You could
Anyway,
the czar.
so they found out that it actually has a, and I'm going to use big words here and then break it down
Whoa.
for you. Vitamin K dependent antagonist agent. It's called Brodifacoum. So pretty much what it does is it kills the vitamin K in your body, and you can potentially bleed to death because it stops the coagulating factor. Like if you get a cut, you just bleed out, right?
Oh,
So the treatment is
What do they call that? It being like hemophilia?
hemophilia.
hemophiliac.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one actually targets
Okay.
the vitamin K, and the cure is, stop
Special K.
Yeah, special K.
With berries.
Literally stopping the freaking synthetic cannabinoid use and vitamin K therapy. So they just give you vitamin K shots and stuff. There have been at least 324 patients with serious bleeding. 164 of them are in Illinois. So
Ooh,
it's-
what's going on out there?
I don't know.
Illinois.
I guess that's just where they dropped off all the synthetic cannabis.
That's where the
Mob
truck
can't-
broke
yeah,
down?
they're just like,
Mob
you know what?
says like, it's weed.
just
It's
sell it.
weed, all right?
We're not
No,
selling
it's
it.
weed, all right? You want to take
It
the
was
weed?
like Cheech and Chong. They had a truck built out of synthetic cannabis, and it caught fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get with that.
plausible.
Yep.
Believe it.
I'm picturing more of a Bill and Ted type of situation.
Well,
where
no-
they don't know what they're carrying in the truck, but they're being paid money to do it. Bill and Ted, everybody, they're on their way back.
Yep.
Yes. they are.
I don't know.
Anyway, the thing that's scary about this is that you can be just going about your day and you can have some internal bleeding and not even know it. And then all of a sudden you're in the hospital and you're like close to dying.
Jeez.
Yeah. Because you can be completely safe. No, like you don't have any cuts or anything. And then all of a sudden, like, I don't feel so good. And then all of a sudden you go into the bathroom and you use a toilet and all of a sudden there's blood everywhere.
I don't like that picture.
No.
Get a different picture.
The Foo calls that a Tuesday.
You call that Taco Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Taco Wednesday morning.
It's waving back.
Like you said, it's full circle.
That's right.
Just putting a
Gross.
bunch of ground meat into the
Anyway,
toilet.
don't use
Is that healthy?
Oh, God. Just stop.
It just goes right through me. I didn't gain any calories.
I'm not Josh. As soon as Josh puts his fork down, he has to
whoa,
go.
whoa,
He
what-
has to go.
When did this become
Never
about
mind.
me?
I was thinking of a story.
Steph, continue your story, please. Ignore this.
You just barely make
tomfoolery.
it.
Oh, God damn it.
Just smoke the real shit.
Whoa! Wait.
Okay, not shit. We're not talking about.
Yeah, we're done talking
we're
about
talking about the
excrement.
Okay,
literally.
cool.
Smoke the real stuff.
Stop defecating on
Call
his
it
bit.
by its proper name. You.
Anyway, don't smoke this fake stuff. Okay, just don't. Okay, just if you're gonna spend the money, get the real thing.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I agree.
Wow.
Sorry, Steph.
Thanks.
That,
Foo.
that went from being very informative to very goddamn frustrating.
My anxiety.
but-
Somebody get me some weed.
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault this time.
I need some of that. What is it again, Foo? Thanks.
This segment was done for.
Yeah, it was. It was. Wow, we got Foo Bar right off the bat, huh?
Well, that's the name of the show. All right, so you ready for some nerd news, man?
Yeah, when I can get my headphones plugged back in.
Can't get over it.
Come on, man. It's time for a live read.
Nerd News is brought to you by Amazon. Do you shop on Amazon?
say.
Would you like to support the show?
Well, why not?
Well, go to foodbarshow.com. That's FOObarshow.com. At the bottom of the homepage, click on the Amazon banner, bookmark it on your browser, and do your regular Amazon shopping from there. It doesn't cost you anything, and you're supporting the show.
The show.
You dicks.
Support the shore, dude.
Support the
Save the
show.
whales.
Save the whales. Shave the whales, actually. Yes. Popular Dilbert comic. If any of you ever read Dilbert.
All right.
Anyway, continuing.
You lost him.
Oh, damn it. Bring it back in. Hey, oh, nerd news. So, as we all know, coming up, Aquaman is coming out in theaters.
Yes, he is.
And
I
just
saw a weird
released-
trailer where they were in the desert. What the hell's that all about?
Yeah.
We gotta watch the movie to find
Oh,
out.
well, okay. There it is.
And the rating actually came out on Rotten Tomatoes. And they got a 78%
Really?
fresh rating. So it's going to be pretty good. And this is only the first 46 reviews right now because they got the early pre-screenings right now for the Amazon Prime users on the 14th. So they allowed critics to review it a week earlier. So once people get to the theaters and see it more, I'm sure it'll start to get more buzz.
Yeah.
So that's actually that's pretty good. I'm gonna go see it.
78 is like double any other DC movie besides Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
all put together even.
All put
When
together.
does Aquaman come out?
Well,
21st?
if you are an Amazon Prime user, you can still go and purchase your tickets on Amazon Prime for a screening this Friday or this Thursday on the December 13th and 14th. You can buy them through Amazon Prime, and it redirects you through Fandango. But for a normal release, it's coming out December 21st, so the following Friday. Yeah. So everyone get out to theaters and go see it because it's going to be dope as fuck.
All the poor food's not on Amazon Prime.
Oh,
That's when we'll be ready.
But see, if you're on Amazon Prime, you can go to the foobarshow.com, click on the Amazon banner, and support the show.
And go see Aquaman.
Go see Aquaman.
Dang, see
That's a good
Aquaman
spin.
through Fubar?
That's right.
Boom.
You're
Supporting
welcome.
DC.
Aquaman, give us some free stuff. Woo!
We love you, DC. Well,
All right.
continuing on DC. Thanks, Kramer. Continuing with DC. This week, the much hyped Elseworlds crossover premiered on Arrow and Flash.
Oh, cool.
So
What was that about again?
So, essentially, what the premise is for Elseworlds,
I forgot.
the Anti-Monitor, he basically has something called the Book of Destiny, and he's going around to different Earths in the multiverse and testing their heroes.
Oh, right. I remember making fun of this.
Yes.
Go for it.
Yeah. So, anyway, the Monitor is pretty much going and testing all the heroes to pretty much prepare for the ultimate crisis that's coming up.
He's projecting?
He's what?
He's projecting what's going to happen?
He's pretty much. He knows what's going to happen. He knows the future, which he's hinting at in the comics is Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Okay.
Where the Anti-Monitor and the Monitor pretty much collide and reality is completely destroyed. And it starts to completely get altered and everything. So, pretty much like what he's doing in this one, he's taking this Book of Destiny. He hands it to this guy in Earth 1 where the Arrowverse takes place.
Yeah.
And he tells him, you can rewrite history. So the guy messes with everything, and he changes what he ends up doing. He changes it selfishly. He wanted the Flash's powers, but he accidentally switched the Arrow's powers with the Flash. So Barry, the guy
It's
that
just a good aim.
not really, because Barry Allen completely changed. So Stephen Amell plays Barry Allen in the Flash episode.
Oh.
And then Grant Gustin plays Oliver Queen in the Arrow episodes. So it starts off with the Flash on Sunday. So as you see in the trailer, Stephen Amell wakes up and everything is as if he was Barry Allen. He has super speed. And then it starts off with him trying to go find Barry and see what the hell's really
Face
going on.
off with superpowers.
Not really, because they know who each other are. Everyone sees their face as Oliver, but they just know them by a different name because reality's completely changed.
Yeah.
So it's not like they in the show they actually spoiler alert, they joke around. They're like, oh, is it like a Freaky Friday situation? No, it's like Quantum Leap. No, if it was like Quantum Leap, if he looked in the mirror, he would look completely different. He looks in the mirror, he looks exactly the same. It can't be like Quantum Leap. And then Diggle's just like, can we please just focus on what the actual problem is?
Just bringing it back.
Yeah. So it's really good. They're going to come to the finale, or the 3-part series ended on Wednesday. It's going to be ending actually on Tuesday. Ended on Tuesday. It's going to be ending as of tonight, as of airing. And they're kind of teasing that in 2019, the Crisis on Infinite Earths will come. So they're actually going to do the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline.
So
for
dope.
Yeah, so I guess that was the plan the entire time, was to have Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Crisis on Infinite Earths is one of the best DC storylines.
It is, and for people for you guys that don't know what the hell we're talking about, Crisis on Infinite Earths was pretty much a cataclysmic event. In the original Crisis comics, Barry Allen dies while sabotaging the Anti-Monitor's antimatter gun, accelerating in time to the point that he quickly ages and crumbles to dust while experiencing his past. After his heroic sacrifice, Wally West took over the mantle for more than 20 years. So the Anti-Monitor's less evil opposite Monitor, he's slated to appear in these Elseworlds. And what it is like this one guy fucked with reality, and he ended up creating the Anti-Monitor and the Monitor. And the Anti-Monitor lives in like this negative universe almost, where everything there gets destroyed, and he wants to go to the normal universe and fuck shit up over there. And so when he starts to do that, realities start to merge. Like different Earths all of a sudden start to come together, and they come to the point where it's like, if it keeps happening where both multiverses or every multiverse starts to converge, it will all get destroyed and blow up.
Oh, crazy.
So they had to stop this Anti-Monitor guy, and it's a huge event. You guys could probably go find it on Amazon Prime, or
click through FooBarShow.com.
Oh, yeah, definitely,
Oh, dude.
definitely. You got it.
That'll be stupid.
But this is going to be really sick to see in person, because they actually, in this Elseworlds crossover, they had Superman. Superman was in the episodes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Who played him?
The guy Tyler Hoechlin. He was in Teen Wolf. He played Superman on the last season of Supergirl.
Okay.
And so he just reprised the role. And
Does he get a lot of speaking parts?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's pretty good. Yeah,
Okay, good.
I was pretty impressed. I may want to catch Supergirl, see how it
Glad
was
they're
in there.
using them. I wonder if they're going to ever implement the Batman world.
And I was just about to get that.
Ooh.
Because in this series, they introduce Batwoman. And so
I saw that episode.
in the episode at the end, they find a memory, like vibes a memory, where the Anti-Monitor or the Monitor comes up, and he's standing with this guy, and so they draw a picture from memory of what the guy looked like.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the tower in the back said Wayne Tower. And everyone's like,
Finally.
do you know who these are? And then he's like, I know exactly where that is. So they all go there, and they're like, Gotham City. It's like, dude, like all of a sudden you see like this armored vehicle come from behind them, and it's like a bunch of rich people coming out, just walking like as if they're going shopping. That's just their armored escort to get around the city.
Dang.
And so then they asked, like they allude that Bruce Wayne's actually been gone for 3 years.
So you think he's out to train, or
No.
Oh, no,
He's actually
later on.
in this one. They actually say that he was Batman.
Oh, wow.
But like Barry goes like, "Oh man, do you think we'll see Batman? Like, is Batman around?" And like, and then Oliver's like, "Batman's just a myth, Barry." And he's like, "Look, He's like, you really don't know, do you?" He's like, "What? It's just a myth." He's like, "You really think you're the first vigilante, don't you?" He's like, "Look, I was before Batman. Okay, there is no Batman. Batman is nothing but a myth." And so then they end up
That's why he's the Dark Knight.
Yeah. And so then they end up on top of GCPD.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Barry sees like this thing like covered, shrouded. He's like, "What is that?" And so he pulls it off. It's the bat signal. And he goes to Oliver. He's like, "You still don't believe me? Look." And he's just like, "It's a myth. It's a myth." And so then they meet. Then they end up meeting Batwoman, but they go to Arkham Asylum. Mm-hmm. It's dope. Like, everyone go check it out. You guys could see them on the CW seed. It's a free app and it's a free website. If you go to cw.com, you can catch the episodes on there.
That's dope.
It's
And
really
that
good.
does remind me, the Justice League formed in Batman's later years.
Correct.
Yeah, so they're actually playing that right. Also considering Batwoman's becoming a thing now.
Yeah, and remember, like in the comics, a lot of people did think Batman was a myth. Like in that one, remember that one animated movie, War?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they're like, wait, Batman's real?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just like, so what's your power? Do you, like, fly? Do you suck blood? It's like, I'm just a normal guy. Like, wait, what? Like, yeah, it's great. So
The lore's more interesting that way.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. It makes because
so
it kind of
much.
makes sense. It's like
He's in the shadows.
He's in the
He only
shadows.
comes out at night for the most part.
yeah, he's supposed to have operated for years before these guys are around. So
Right.
and
Makes him scarier.
yeah, and they kind of say like in the show, like no one goes to Gotham. It's a desolate place. Like Gotham's pretty much a dead city.
Even in that first Tim Burton film, when he takes out those two guys, those two criminals, even then they're just like, have you ever seen the Batman?
Yeah, it's
I've
a
heard
myth.
of him.
It's a myth. Yeah. So
then
that
he comes out.
Yeah, so
Good old Michael
He's a
Keaton.
ninja.
I love that they pretty much confirm like Batman exists in the Arrowverse, but something happened to him that he's been gone for 3 years.
And the fact that they're using that to their advantage about, like, that's probably a reason why he never came up in the Arrowverse, is because they didn't know he existed for real.
Yeah,
at
exactly.
least.
Yeah, so now they have an idea like, oh shit, okay, this guy
He's
actually
around,
exists.
yeah.
So we may actually see him at some point. So that would be really cool if they introduce him in Crisis on Infinite Earths in 2019. Oh, nice little bow on it.
Oh, totally.
Dude, that-
And it's pretty much the CW saying, all right, movieverse, you guys have been fucking this up.
Dude, the CW,
Give us a crack at it.
The CW's been doing a great job
And they
with the
deserve it.
heroes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Arrow last season kind of took a weird turn. This season it started off really dope. Like he was in prison, and in the comics, Green Arrow does go to prison. He reveals himself to be, Oliver Queen.
Yeah.
So they followed true. They stuck very true to the comics in the Arrow, and it's really good.
I like what I appreciate about Arrow is that they're willing to take chances regardless of whether or not people are going to like it, because it's what really happens in the comics anyway. So
Yeah.
they're just trying to follow it as much as possible, but they're willing to do it, whereas some other producer might be like, nah, I don't like that, and people probably won't either. Let's change it up so it could be more bubblegum.
No, yeah, and that's exactly why I fell in love with the whole Arrowverse in general, because they want to make it their own. Like they'll tell the story, but essentially they want to make it like their own universe or their own canon.
Yeah.
Which is by all means.
And they're super
I'll take it.
creative about it. I mean, you can tell they don't spend millions on graphics and shit like that.
Yeah.
But the fact that the storyline is solid, or at least strong enough where it can tell us a sick story. I mean, it spawned off all these other shows.
I
like
mean, the
Flash and
graphics aren't too bad. They're pretty good for a TV show.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I mean,
Yeah.
they obviously they can't spend that much, but yeah, fucking great
I'm
shows.
just saying, Monday Night Football has better graphics than.
Too bad
Arrowverse.
the lines on Monday Night Football aren't as good as Arrow or Flash.
Word.
That's for a different podcast. Moving on. Next, so there actually been some big trailers that have been released over the weekend. Godzilla. I don't know if you guys saw the brand new Godzilla trailer.
No,
Oh,
I
we gotta
didn't.
watch that.
Is this the one with like Mothra or something?
It
coming out
actually
next?
shows
Oh,
Mothra,
sick.
King Ghidorah, Rodan, and it shows obviously Godzilla, and then it shows one other one. I can't.
Barbra Streisand?
Barbra Streisand, dude. Mecha Streisand.
Mecha
Streisand. Exactly, man. See, you get it. And then also too, what came out was the Avengers Endgame trailer.
Yeah.
But King Ghidorah was in it, right?
King Ghidorah was in Avengers Endgame.
That was
yeah.
No.
Yes, in the Godzilla trailer.
Yeah, that was the other one you couldn't
Yes,
name.
yeah.
King
No,
Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. But yeah, Avengers Endgame. You guys saw the trailer, right?
Dude, King
I saw-
Ghidorah wipes everybody
Oh,
out.
I know, right? To dust, and everyone thought it was Thanos. They don't
Child's play.
They don't know comics like I do. Wow, that worked out perfectly.
Shut up.
Anyways, Endgame. The trailer was amazing. It pretty much just shows everyone, dealing with the aftermath of what happened with Thanos. We get a look finally at what the hell happened to Clint Hawkeye, like just with his sword in the Ronin
He's
costume.
a different dude.
Yeah,
He's Ronin.
He's Ronin now.
Okay.
So
All
in
right.
the comics, Ronin was Hawkeye, but it was after he lost his entire family, so he went insane.
So that family we met a couple movies ago is gone.
Probably.
Oh man,
maybe
They probably got
snapped. So
right.
Yeah, so he was probably.
So that's why he's all insane now.
Yeah,
it lines up.
It's time to
It lines up.
He has a new costume and everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Who's
sick.
tatted up now too.
He's gonna be sick as
Looks badass.
Yep.
So, also in the trailer, you see Ant-Man at the end, at the appearance, which begs the question, how the fuck did he get back?
Yeah, how did he get back?
Like, what the hell?
And he had the van behind him, which is pretty much the lab.
Yeah.
That was parked outside when they vanished.
Yeah, he
Yes.
pretty much was able to double back to the van and find out, like, how the hell did... Or maybe he popped back up there.
Yeah.
Maybe he found a way to pop back out of there somehow. I mean, who the hell knows?
There's a theory that he might have gone back in time, so he's laid some groundwork, and now he went back to the present. And he's like, "Hey, I'm here. We have all this shit now."
And he has all this intel that he
Yeah.
can just feed everybody,
Yeah.
and they can get some
That would
headway.
be sick.
I don't know how.
Who knows?
yeah,
I mean,
it's-
these guys, the way the Russo brothers are with like their movies, they're so secretive that Scarlett Johansson didn't even know what the title of the movie was or when the trailer was going to be released.
Sick.
Like none of the actors knew what the name of the movie was. Like even so, like Mark Ruffalo responded to like everyone they posted that weird teaser, like figure out the name of the movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Of Avengers.
Yeah.
And he's just like, come on, Russo brothers, tell us. And then they're just like, you know what, Mark, we're tired of this, you're fired. So, like, yeah, it was like a back and forth. So then even fans were like, please rehire Mark Ruffalo.
It became a thing.
Yeah, it became a thing. They knew it was all in good fun. Well, you know what? That's not the only fan thing to happen with Avengers now. Fans are actually now imploring NASA to go get Tony Stark.
Yeah, you hear about that?
Jesus Christ.
Fans
So-
are asking NASA to go get him food.
So after the trailer, because he's stuck in space, everyone's wondering, how is he going to get saved? Someone save Tony. He's going to die. And, some people have even posted on Twitter. This one, and Miss at Yehey Pizza. Hello, Mr.
Sounds
at
like a
NASA. Can you please rescue Tony Stark? He's stuck somewhere in outer space, and his food and water supply ran out 4 days ago. His oxygen levels are depleting. We don't know how long he has before he drifts off. Please.
Jesus Christ.
Next one. What are you doing, NASA? Tony's in space. Go save him. He's dying. Where it shows the picture of him laying back with his chest out.
Jesus Christ!
Next one.
Oh, God.
At NASA,
many
please
did you
save
have?
Tony Stark. I got like 3 more.
Oh,
with
no.
crying emojis.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Lord, Savior, and Spirit.
Okay, and then this will be the last one, I swear.
Oh.
So picture this, is a picture of Matt LeBlanc's character, Joey from Friends,
God.
leaning forward, like as if screaming in pain. And the caption says, "You have to save Tony!"
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
Are you fucking serious?
I
Like,
am,
it's becoming a thing?
It's becoming a
Yeah.
thing. Like there's like 3 more. Someone even got a Iron Man toy and painted it in a bunch of NASA, like with the NASA logos and all white, like a shuttle. And they said, "Yes, Tony Stark needs this. Thanks, NASA."
Well, Jesus.
So did NASA respond?
They have not
They're
responded.
like, please stop messaging us to save Tony Stark.
We're really trying to
On
actually
Twitter.
get something into space.
Yeah, they're
right
like,
now.
please stop asking us. They went on Twitter to ask people to stop asking them to do it.
Okay, so I have one more.
fuck's sake.
It's the picture of Ant-Man standing in front of the Avengers gate, arms spread out, saying, "Me knocking on NASA's front door, asking if I could borrow a ship to go save Tony Stark."
Oh, man.
No more.
That's it.
They never
That's
let
the
him
last
in.
one.
Oh, it is. Thank you. Yeah. And it's a good one.
Well, I wanted to point out, too, if you pay attention to the trailer, Tony's not alone in that spacecraft.
No.
Tony is with was it Gamora?
No. It was
Her sister.
Nebula.
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 Yeah, her sister, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think she's mostly robot, as we saw in the last movie.
Pretty much.
So she doesn't really need the oxygen, the food that Tony is like running out of, and so it's not too much of a big deal for her.
She's a cyborg, so I mean, yeah, she still needs like food and sustenance, but yeah, not as much as Tony.
Yeah, so I'm sure she's gonna be okay. I just don't know why she hasn't figured out how to get back if she's doing just fine.
Well, a lot of people are like theorizing that maybe Captain Marvel steps in.
Okay.
Like we still haven't seen the movie yet. The movie comes out in March, and there may be a link at the very end of that movie to what the hell's going on in Endgame.
Did you know that I found this on Reddit and I sent it to you guys? If you play the Avengers movie at 9:48 and 51 seconds on New Year's Eve, Thanos will snap at exactly midnight.
Dang.
That's the way to start your year.
Kill half of your friends. I mean, what's up, guys?
That's not a great... That's not a bad idea. Anyway, one thing I wanted to bring up, Foos, is that I'm excited to have seen the Mortal Kombat 11 trailer.
Oh,
Came out a couple days ago. I'm not gonna play it. It sounds, obviously it's a podcast.
Yep.
So it's a trailer. Everybody go to YouTube and check out the trailer. But the graphics are fucking insane.
Yes.
It starts off by like an abandoned Shang Tsung's island ring or wherever it is that they fought.
Yeah,
in the
where they
main
had the
island.
tournament.
Where there's skeletons. It looks very unkept. But out of nowhere, you got a Scorpion, a new looking Scorpion with a new looking Raiden. And Raiden, his electricity is red. You can tell they're going through some shit. They're beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like weapons will be a regular use throughout the game, though there's going to be some special moves that have the weapons. Maybe even some that are on the ground that you can pick up and use, because in the trailer, Raiden picks up a long sword that obviously didn't belong to him, uses it to stab Scorpion, and then he drops it immediately after using it. So that's something cool to look out for. The just like the special moves, like this new Raiden, you can see him like this new Scorpion stab Raiden as he's up in the air. So there's still that air kind of attack that you can do on other players. And then on top, he brings him in, and then he kicks the spikes even deeper into his skull. It just sounds like somebody's having a blast making these fucking sound effects throughout the fucking trailer.
Doesn't Scorpion have like knives and swords now?
And then there's that too. Though it's not clear that it's going to be like regular play with those. It might just be a special move that you have to power up to use. Regardless, he has it on him. And at the end of the trailer, towards the end of the trailer, there is Raiden. He beats the shit out of Scorpion. He pretty much defeats him. But then, like a couple of seconds later, an old school looking Scorpion is right behind him. And then he turns into fire, goes right through Raiden, and then fucks him up and does the whole "get over here" with just his decapitated head.
Oh yeah.
And then he smashes it. And I think that what that is it's showing you that they're going to bring a lot of the old stuff back, because it's going to be very similar to, I think, Injustice, where you can change their
skin,
their
looks.
What happens in this new game is that Raiden actually turns evil. He goes full dark side. And so the guys have to go back in time to change the fate of the universe, which is why you see...
So Scorpion's a good guy now?
So, I don't know. Dude, he's from hell.
He's like, hey, gang!
So what's up, my dudes? That's what Scorpion says.
Okay.
Anyway, that's probably why you saw the old costume. It's because they go back in time.
Oh, so they're actually...
And then so when they go back in time, they also revert to the old graphics.
Oh, sick.
I'm just kidding.
Oh. I was going to say, you got some 16-bit going on now.
That would be pretty dope,
That would
though.
be sick as all hell.
And they brought back a running component, because they took that away in the previous game.
Yeah.
And so there's going to be that running component. So it's going to be way more action-packed. I didn't see them highlight the 3D, the X-ray effect while they're doing their special moves in the previous game. They would show you what actual bone is getting broken and shit like that. They would do an X-ray effect on them. So I'm very excited. I was never good at Mortal Kombat, but I always enjoyed watching other people play it. And the fact that it's continuing the storyline, and the fact that it's at Shang Tsung's island, where Shang Tsung hasn't been around in a while. in the storyline, that might be something worth looking into, considering they might bring him back.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they're going to be going back in time, then I'm sure Shang Tsung will be showing up. Who the hell is it? Shao Kahn?
Shao Kahn.
Yeah. I think that's his name.
The Emperor.
Emperor. Yeah, the evil Emperor.
Yeah, the Emperor's gone.
Yeah. I'm sure maybe he'll come back. You may even see Kano, Johnny Cage, like all
the OGs.
The OGs.
Yeah.
This may be a way for them to introduce them back and come back. I mean, I enjoy what NetherRealm's doing with the series. I mean, I enjoyed Injustice. Injustice is great, especially Injustice 2. Injustice 2 is just all kinds of insanity.
And did you ever play DC versus Mortal Kombat?
Yes, I did.
Very good game. Very entertaining.
Yeah, that one's amazing. Especially when you get to actually fight Darkseid versus the evil Emperor.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so satisfying. That was so satisfying. Yeah. Those games are dope. What's the release date for that game?
I heard April.
So
April 2019. So that's I'm looking forward to one of you motherfuckers getting it. So
I'm
why don't
getting
you play it?
I'm definitely getting it for sure.
You get it.
I'm getting that for sure.
Steph will get it.
Yeah, Steph.
There
I'll
you
get
go.
it.
There you go.
Boom.
I love Mortal Kombat. Sub-Zero's my dude.
Then I will be leaving a controller at your guys' house for podcasting days.
We got 2 controllers.
Sounds good.
Oh, we do? Oh, then fuck you guys. I don't need to bring shit.
Cool.
Wear and tear their controller. Yes.
Well, fellas, I think that's going to do it for Nerd News.
I think it is.
All right. Well, we got another joint report today, everybody.
Are you on weed? Give me some. I'll smoke you 2 under the table.
It's from the bone. Well, good old Leafly.com, Josh.
Oh, Leafly.
Oh, Leafly, always giving me some good information. This one, the headline reads, is tobacco giant trying to take over the vape pen market? Yes. Altria, the parent company of tobacco giant Phillip Morris, is looking into getting into that kind of business. This was announced on Friday and has, for over the past 5 years, quietly patented dozens of devices that could be used to consume marijuana. So they've kind of been going behind the scenes. They know what the trend is, and I mean, they have to have known. I mean, if anything, I'd hold them accountable for not thinking of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
When the trend started going more into legalizing cannabis, and the fact that they have patents out there, they're going to dominate that industry. I mean, this vape pen that I'm holding right now might have to be discontinued or taken off the shelf because Phillip Morris has introduced their own and called their patent out.
Well, I mean, they still have to, with copyright law, I mean, they still, they can't monopolize an entire industry. So, I mean, you don't have to worry about it too much.
Well, it says right here,
slow your roll.
They certainly have to have the force with litigation to sue people for patent infringement and try to knock others out of the market. I can't say whether it captures most of what's out there on the market without looking at each individual patent, but the number of patents tells me that they're investing substantial resources and making a real strong play here. So they have it all laid out. I'm looking at a patent right now. It looks very similar to the pen that I'm holding in my hand at this time. And I mean, it's your basic kind of pen looking thing.
So this drive my prices up, or am I good?
You know what, man? I don't know.
Oh my god! Panic mode!
Yeah, I don't know. So what are your thoughts on this, Few?
It probably would drive prices up because they would probably negotiate some type of way to manufacture the pens and make cannabis industries do it
Or get a
themselves.
royalty off of it.
So, yeah.
And then the cost gets passed off to us.
The rich get richer, dude.
I'm telling you, man.
Fucking assholes.
Son of a
Hey,
bitch.
Food, you know they make Mayo Chup now?
What's that now?
Mayo Chup?
One more time?
Mayo Chup.
Come again?
Mayo Chup.
What do you eat that with?
It's that mayonnaise and ketchup.
Mayo Chup.
I thought you were saying Mayo Chup. I'm just like,
Mayo Chup?
what?
Mayo Chup.
I would have called it Ketcho.
Ketcho?
Yes. Ketchanaise? No?
Ooh.
Continue with
So
it.
it's an incomplete Thousand Island.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, look at it. Look at it.
So that's the thing on the shelves now, huh? Why would anybody need that?
why?
It's
Why
about
can't
to
you
be
just
in
buy mayo
stores in
ketchup?
Walmart, so stoners can save one step, Foo.
Is that what it is? Oh, well, they don't have to buy both bottles.
Now they can
But that's where the
Exactly.
savings come, man. You get twice as much.
Well, this is
if
what-
you're proportioning it out properly.
Exactly.
But are you proportioning it out?
Not if I'm stoned.
Who are you?
Exactly.
Are you trusting Heinz to do your ketchup and mayo?
I'm more of a
proportion?
Hunts guy myself.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think you forgot the K in front, or the C in front of that.
What the fuck?
What?
Oh,
Huh?
Wow.
Huh? What?
Who, tell us more about this monopoly on marijuana.
Yep, with a capital C.
All right. Well, no, that's all. I just wanted to cause a needless frenzy amongst everybody in the room.
Well, I have actually some potentially good news
Oh.
for marijuana. This actually is coming from 420 Stocks on Instagram. If you guys go to their page, you can find this.
420 stocks.
420 Stocks.
Okay.
And the basic title of this is, could legalizing hemp mean federal cannabis legalization is not far off? So after months of debate, Congress has finally come to an agreement on fitting hemp legalization into their 2018 Farm Bill. So the bill would allow farmers to grow industrial hemp, cannabis plants with less than 0.3% THC, making the 2014 Farm Bill pilot program for hemp a permanent part of the agricultural bill.
Wow.
So pretty much they're going to be legalizing hemp, especially for CBD use, with CBD becoming legalized, or at least known by the WHO.
Who?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is actually good news because, I mean, if they're willing to legalize hemp, then, maybe that'll allow us more research to be done with hemp, and then eventually lead towards marijuana, like they're doing in Canada. They're able to test that shit out like a lot more now. As we talked about a couple of podcasts ago.
Every city has a towley.
Every city has a tally, and whenever you're going into a fight, don't forget to bring your tally.
That's right.
So, even though this is going to be a good thing as far as, hemp being legalized, they're saying that even if you're caught growing this, you would, if you've had a past conviction, they're not going to waive it. They're not going to waive your past convictions like they've done in California when you've been convicted felony.
They're gonna expunge it?
Yeah, they're not going to expunge it for hemp. So they're pretty much saying that it's still
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Course
So,
conditions.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck, I'll take it. Sorry,
It's
guys.
legal now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
that's it for me.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
Smoke weed every day.
All right. Y'all ready for some music?
See.
Well, Eargasm high fidelity earplugs already trusted by 100,000 customers and growing. Enjoy your favorite activities without worrying about damage to your ears. Keep the noise to a minimum, but still hear people talking and hear music with clarity. Discreet design, and it comes with a lightweight aluminum case for easy transport. Click through the banner at foobarshow.com to get yours and help support the show. Eargasm, put it in your ear. All right. Well, today, on first, I wanted to point out that when we had Anselm
Yes.
the other day, I don't know why, Josh, I really was curious, but I wanted to ask you while we were on the show, why the fuck would you ask me to highlight Kiss Off by Violent Femmes
Okay,
the next
so
opportunity we had?
I had
Explain
a good,
yourself.
I had a good reason for this.
Okay.
So it's only because
Not good enough.
Shut up. I was on my way home and I had my iPod on shuffle and it just came on.
Yeah.
And I remember growing up as a kid
fun little ditty.
in Highland Park, going to like this little Chinese donut shop, and then all of a sudden Kiss Off would come on, and me and all my brother and sisters, we would sing along to the song.
Okay.
And my mom, we're only like 8 or 9 years old singing to this fucking song. And I was like, she would turn down the lyrics at certain parts, and it was great. It was great. It was totally inappropriate for me to be singing at that age, but it's always resonated with me. And
Well, this song, evidently, I didn't know it was this old of a song. It came out back in April of 1983 on cassette and vinyl. Released by Slash Records back then off of their debut album, Violent Femmes. It was a self-titled album. But I came to learn about Violent Femmes and appreciate them when they re-released, when Rhino Records remastered the album in 2002, and then they did a national tour back then, and I'm just like, oh, who are these guys? Apparently they've been around for like 20 years already.
Yeah, I mean, Gnarls Barkley ended up redoing their song Gone Daddy Gone.
That's right.
They all of a sudden started gaining fame again, and I think they had a new album, I believe, in 03, 04?
It could have been.
Somewhere
I don't know.
around that time.
I didn't go too far with the whole
My brother,
excitement.
my brother Carl listened to them a lot.
I
And so,
see.
yeah, so that, I mean, I just like listening to their old songs, so I thought, why not put it on the show?
Cool. Well, let's go ahead and listen to a little bit of it.
To talk to, someone who cared to love. Could it be you? Could it be you? Situation gets rough, then I start to panic. It's not enough. It's just a habit, kid, you're sick. Well, darling, this is it. You can all just kiss off into the air. Behind my back, I can see them stare. They'll hurt me bad, but I won't mind. They'll hurt me bad, they do it all the time. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they do it all the time. Yeah, yeah. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. They do it all the time. Do it all the time.
Foo.
I hope you know that this will go down on your permanent record.
I saw these guys at a K-Rock event. I think it might have been when they were doing the Inland Invasion concerts.
Oh, yeah.
These guys, or it could have been a Weenie Roast. I really can't remember. It might have been that same Weenie Roast where I first saw System of a Down for the very first time. But they came out as a special surprise guest. And out of nowhere, I think we were expecting like Billy Idol or some shit like that to come out, and then you just see like them set up this big ass fucking mariachi guitarron bass, and then like just some acoustic shit, and just like a snare drum, like where you have to stand up to play it kind of thing with a little hi-hat going on. And out of nowhere, I think this might have been the first song they opened up that set with.
And this is like one of the best parts right here.
6 for my sorrow, and 7 for no tomorrow, and 8 I forget what 8 was for, but 9 for lost God, 10 for everything.
Yeah, it's what I love about this though is because, I mean, Josie, you come from a big Mexican family. I remember growing up as a kid, like they would have the guitar, and all my drunk uncles and my dad and all them like. And
you
all
can just call them uncles.
Okay, yeah.
It's implied that your uncles
no, but
are drunk.
It's
like calling Chinese food Chinese.
No,
food
but
in
my
China.
dad's
You can
uncles,
just call it food.
like my dad's uncles, the
those
uncle,
uncles.
yeah,
Okay.
the OG uncles.
Gotcha.
Like all of a sudden they'll be drinking, and then they'll just be like, "Sing Gloria, Gloria from Gloria, Gloria," and then they'll like sing La Bamba. They'll sing this song. They'll sing Blister in the Sun. Like for some reason, they just like to sing like these group style songs, and so like that's why I incorporated it with this. Like awesome stuff.
That's dope, man. That's good shit. They're a really good band. People. They tend to forget about them. The one song you really hear most of the time is Blister in the Sun.
Yeah, that's really the only one people really ever listen to. Like Kiss Off, maybe. people hear that every once in a while on K-Rock on the weekends, like when they have the block parties. I know they have that.
They'll
but
bust that out.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even remember Violent Femmes. My brother came down a couple months ago, and he's like, "Hey, put on Violent Femmes." I'm like, "Who?
Oh, fuck?"
I'm like, "What?" So put them on. I'm like, "Oh, I don't even have that on my phone." He's just like, "You're fucking up, man." Fucking up. What else you got for us, man?
Well, this next song is a song my good buddy Chris Luna, buddy Chris, who's been on the podcast a couple of times for his Chamber of Commerce show that he has, which I've been on, by the way. Everybody check that out. I don't know. I need to ask him. Yeah. But he out of nowhere, he just texted me. He's like, play this song, and this is the band is called My Morning Jacket. Are you familiar with them?
I've heard of them.
Oh, I remember My Morning Jacket.
Yeah, My Morning Jacket.
A long time ago.
This is off of their 4th album, Z. It came out in 2005, and the song is called Wordless Chorus. It's probably the most refined album that they've had. At least the production was really clean, and compared to the other 3 albums that came out before that, they made heavy use of synthesizers, and they kind of incorporated like a reggae and dub influence throughout the album.
Okay,
but not really.
Well, let's take
elements of it, but this song kind of sheds light on those little elements that I was telling you about. So give it a listen.
So much going on these days. Forget about instinct. That's not what pays. Pleasure up and down my smile. Can't know these things. It's all worthwhile. Tell me, spirit, what has not been done? I'll rush out and do it, or are we doing it now?
Kind of see what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
very
it's
mellow.
very
The rest
mellow.
of the album is very mellow like this. There's some that speed it up a little bit, but it wouldn't surprise you when I told you that the production was headed by John Leckie, and obviously none of us would know who he is, but he's recorded previous bands like The Fall, The Stone Roses, Radiohead.
Oh,
So you kind of see like
yeah,
he had
okay.
the production value that he's throwing out is
Okay.
more or less like that Rainbows album that Radiohead put
Yeah.
out, but good.
Yeah.
So, I was not a fan of Rainbows. I'm sorry.
I can see that.
I don't know. I didn't get it. Maybe because it was free.
Yeah, maybe.
Remember they were
Maybe,
just
yeah.
giving it away.
That's
Pay what you want.
right. That's right.
that was when
Pay
they-
what you feel is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid 1 cent.
I didn't pay anything. I'm just like, I'd like to have it in my library, but I don't enjoy it. I don't know. I didn't get it. I just didn't get it. But this came out a couple of years after, and I was like, this is the album they should have had. This is the album they should have had. It's the first song on the album. It's the staple to the band's live performances. They really drag this one out and play solos over it. It sounds super sick. Matter of fact, I think when this album came out is when American Dad featured them. Like, was it Stan?
That's what it was. That's
Stan,
right.
He went to a My
He
Morning
went to
Jacket.
a My Morning Jacket
Oh,
concert,
yeah.
and then he ended up getting stuck in the music,
Yeah.
and was like a huge diehard fan.
And this is one of the songs that we're playing.
yeah, that's right. That's
Oh
right.
my god, I
Damn,
remember that.
That's what it was from. I was like, My Morning Jacket. Where does that?
Where have I heard that
Yeah.
before? Yeah, and then the singer's like this really hairy guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of looks like the Foo.
That the synapses are starting to
If the
fire.
Foo had long hair.
This sounds great though.
Synapses.
Thanks, Foo. Well, last but not least, this last band that I wanted to feature for today is
4 bands, Foo?
no, man. That was only 2 songs.
Oh,
Try it.
shit. I could have sworn.
I know you could.
Oh, jeez.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard of Dinosaur Jr.?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
they were.
Is that on Nick Jr.?
No.
Oh.
Leave.
They,
Adult Swim.
shut up. But,
Actually, yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah, they were on the.
I was just gonna
dude.
say, yeah, they have
Face.
played some Dinosaur Jr. on Adult Swim because it has that kind of gritty, really raw sounding, grungy style to it. It came out in 1994 with their album was called Without a Sound, and the song's called Feel the Pain. song takes a little bit of a spin right here.
Nice.
So if this song sounds familiar to you, it was a playable track on Rock Band 2 and Guitar Hero World Tour. So this is one of the songs that were on
Oh, this is one of the songs I hated playing because it was so goddamn hard.
there. Well, when they were producing this album, they purposely wanted that dry sound.
Yeah.
The producer specifically said he wanted it to jump out at you.
Yeah.
It's like you're in the room with them, but not really, kind of thing. So I think he accomplished it. A lot of their other albums are very much like this, but this is the song they're really known by. And I mean, evidently, it's on fucking Rock Band.
Yeah. I mean,
So yeah, that was Dinosaur Jr., man. I encourage you
bad.
to check out more of their shit. They covered "Just Like Heaven" by The Cure.
oh,
So
all right, I gotta
they
listen
did
to
that. They did it. They made it sound really weird, but they kind of made it work. They made it work for them.
They made it their own way.
Yeah, they made it their own thing, and yeah, it sounds good. So I appreciate the shit out of them because they're old dudes now, but they're still playing shows.
Okay.
They're still playing shows, and they sound exactly like they used to back then. So yeah, if you ever come across Dinosaur Jr., I encourage you to go check
They're
them
not
out.
old. They're young at heart.
Get out.
All right.
Thank you all very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. Thank you for downloading the pod on most major podcast apps, subscribing, and telling a friend like a champ. You can always reach us at Foo Bar Show. That's FOOBarshow.com. And FOO Bar Show is our handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line, and we'll fill it up like a couple of Foos. I've been Josie.
I've been Rusty Shackelford.
And for the Foo and Steph signing off with Don't Be a Dick.